then a couple more people, and I won't make you clap. All right. Nobody behind you, correct, for attendance? Who sits in front of you?
Well, Bianca.
Bianca, okay? Nobody else at that table, no one else at this table. Attendance-wise is just Bianca. Awesome. Perfect. All right, guys. So today we are going to jump into print Shotoku. Up on our back board, I did update our I can statement, so we have pretty much mastered the geography and the basics of Japanese culture. Today we're focusing on explaining the achievements of print Shotoku. So we should be able to be familiar with his achievements and then move that information that we are learning about his achievements into our next step of our picture book, okay? I'm going to go ahead and pass out an article about print Shotoku, front and back here, and we're going to go through parts of this together, underlining kind of using our ACE strategy and underlining the achievements and an explanation about those achievements. So while I'm passing out this paper, I would like on your desk everything cleared except 2 colors of a writing utensil. So if you're a highlighter person, pull out 2 different highlighters. If you don't have anything, you've got, remember your colored pencils in the center of your pod. You can grab 2 of those there, okay?
Breast cancer is
This thing has nothing in it. Give me
Alright, if you hear my voice clap once, hear my voice clap twice. Awesome. Okay, so somebody remind me, like I said, we're using kind of our ACE strategy that we discussed in language arts a lot. We're moving that into our social studies class to apply it here. So what does our A stand for with ACE? You can remind me?
answer.
Answer. What about our C? Jenna?
Sight.
Sight. What about E? Michael?
Explain.
Perfect. So in this article, there are 5 achievements listed of print Shotoku. We're going to read the first couple paragraphs together, and then you guys are going to underline with one of your colors your answer, so what is the actual achievement, and then in the other color you're going to cite some type of explanation or why it was important, why they're talking about that in this article, okay? You'll be explaining that information later when we move that onto your picture book. So, starting at the top here, following along, Prince Shotoku was a regent for his aunt Empress Suko and greatly helped Japan develop. He built several temples, established the 17-article constitution, created the 12 official ranks of court, and brought the influence of China to Japan. Empress Suko, the first female to be ruler, requested that her nephew, Prince Shotoku, be her regent, or person who rules in place of an absent or underage monarch. His real name is actually Prince Umayado, which literally means Prince of the Stable Door, due to the fact that he was born on the doorsteps of a stable in 574. He lived until 622. Did anybody catch the vocabulary word in that paragraph that we learned a couple of class periods ago? What was it?
Regent.
Regent. What is a regent? It describes it too for you.
Somebody who rules while the ruler is too young.
Exactly. Perfect. So we have found out that Prince Shotoku was a regent. Next paragraph, you're going to find our first achievement here, so everybody should be following along in that 3rd paragraph. Prince Shotoku, being extremely interested in Chinese culture, sent several Japanese scholars and artists to the great country to learn their culture. He also gladly accepted skilled workers from China. To strengthen the link between Japan and China, Prince Shotoku made an embassy, or an office of a government in another country, in Japan. However, it is said that even though Prince Shotoku had interest in China, China was the one who initiated the contact. So, I asked the question, what was the achievement of Prince Shotoku? Who caught the answer? Only 2 people caught the answer? 3 people? What is it, Ethan?
He made an embassy.
He made an embassy. So we should have he made an embassy underlined in one of our colors there. What is our explanation, or what are we citing about our embassy? Who can explain it or tell us what was in our article? Go ahead.
It's in the office of government in another country.
Perfect. It's an office of a government in another country. Something I noticed in the last class period, there was a misconception that it was like a person or a ruler. Guys, an embassy is an actual building. So let's say, who likes to travel in this class? All right, Sydney likes to travel. Sydney is going to Japan. Sydney, do you speak Japanese? No. All right, I don't blame you. I don't either. So Sydney goes to Japan and she flies there, right? She loses her entire wallet. She has no way of getting home at this point. You can't get on a plane without a driver's license. She can't really go talk to anybody in Japanese, right? So what is she going to do?
Google Translate.
No.
Lost your phone too.
Thank goodness for technology. That is an option, but not the one I'm looking for.
Go to U.S. Embassy in Japan.
Exactly. Go to the U.S. Embassy in Japan. She's going to be much more comfortable sorting out her affairs going to a building or an extension of her own government. Okay? So an embassy is a building. That is our first achievement. What I would like you guys to do, for the most part, this should work perfect. You 2, you 3 can work together. I'm going to just turn to your partner. We're not moving seats, but turn to the person next to you. Milana, you don't have one either, so you'll have to join the Thomas group here. And I would like you guys to locate and underline the rest of the achievements through this article. So remember, we're underlining the answer and underlining in another color the explanation or our citation, okay? I'm going to give you about 7 minutes. Dominic, you'll want to just turn behind you, probably you two right here, person. Okay? Okay, you can move the chair over if you'd like.
You want to read?
Turn, read together.
Like hard work and into action.
Wait, is this explanation the next sentence?
However, the Japanese so that the entire system was inferior to the order. For Shotoku, in addition, the 17 institutions created
Why was that important?
I think that would be You guys know where to get the Buddhist.
Yeah. So I think you actually select all of this. The achievement is you go
Oh,
to
it's
the
Prince Shotoku also gave Japan its talent. Good job.
That was the center.
wife's elder and younger, the ruler to subject,
First step.
friend and friend.
Wait, is the rise?
This was a sign of yes, they were. It's like Indians
Those are just.
I found the 5 achievements.
What else?
All right. Perfect. I saw most of us had kind of stopped talking, so I think we've gotten a majority of them. Let's kind of recap them and maybe fill in the blanks if you missed a few. We talked about the embassy being the very first one, that branch of government in another country basically, or building in another country. What was the second one that we found? Second one that we found. Tell me the first letter. C. Go ahead, tell me. Carly. Okay, go ahead, Carly. The creation of the 17-article Constitution. The word Constitution should be familiar. We have one here today in the United States. So what exactly does that mean? Jenna?
It mainly focused on Confucianism values.
Confucianism. Who remembers the word Confucianism? Okay, we learned it last year when we talked about China, right? So again, there's that influence from China building Japan's own constitution. They kind of made it a little bit more official, right? They're officially in a society with rules that are governing them and rights, but they're based off of the rules and rights that China also had in that Confucianism values. What was our next achievement? We've listed 2, we have 5 total. What's our next one? This side of the classroom I haven't heard from. Anyone? Antonio, did you find a third one?
What?
A third achievement after the 17-article Constitution?
He created the 12 official ranks.
Thank you. He created the 12 official ranks. What does that mean exactly? What does the 12 official ranks mean? Shelby?
Who with no status could become an official of a higher rank.
Okay, so that's kind of how they were able to move up, but what is this whole ranking system? Like, what was it for? Dominic?
It was for the officials for each office.
Exactly. So it was the different offices and levels of power that people had. Is everybody in the government as powerful as the president?
No.
No. It's the same thing. They had these ranking systems. Now, like Shelby mentioned, they could work their way up, and it was based on loyalty. But at least they were still classified into different ranks. What was that was number 3, our 4th achievement that we found? Sydney? Perfect. He gave Japan its calendar system. And why was that important? Where did it come from? Grace, do you know where it came from?
It was derived from China's lunar calendar.
Perfect. It derived from the Chinese lunar calendar. Okay. Last but not least, our 5th achievement was what? Ethan? I thought I saw your hand kind of go up.
He built 2 temples.
Perfect. He built 2 temples. Why is that so important? He built a couple buildings. Big look. Why was that so important?
They were both the first Buddhist temples.
Perfect. They were both the first Buddhist temples. So it was showing that he was starting to bring that religion of Buddhism, which was so strong in China, over to Japanese society. Okay? All right. Go ahead and open your binders. Let's Well, we can keep that out for the activity, but open your binders and pull out your picture book requirements page and your picture books if you are a paper person. Ow. Alright, let's get our requirements page out. Waiting on a few more people. Shall we see your paper? Lost it. Where were you? Okay, I'll get you another one here. Alright guys, now keep in mind, remember everybody's are slightly different, okay? So, while I don't necessarily go over details for every color, please, before you jump start into your picture book, read exactly what we're asking you to do on your project. The examples that we show you are just kind of overall examples, but they may have had slightly different directions in the past year. Before you get started, read what your paper is asking you to do, okay? Today we're only going to work on the Print Shotoku page while that information is fresh in our minds. If you finish that, then you may go back to your prior slides and pages if you did not finish them, okay? Up on the board I have the paper copies here of Print Shotoku's achievements. For the most part, I believe everybody is required to include 4 achievements, okay? Some, I think on the pink copies it didn't actually have the number 4 written down. We are asking for 4 achievements from Print Shotoku out of those 5. So I would maybe even before we get started, number on your article the 4 that you are most comfortable with. If there's one that you're a little iffy about, I would maybe leave that one off of your picture book, okay? Notice if you're a paper person, it's only on page 5 that you're using. Our prior ones had 2 sides, pages 1 and 2 and pages 3 and 4. This on your paper says only page 5 will be used for Print Shotoku. Okay, so there's examples here up on the board of the paper ones, if you'd like to come see those. For digital examples, here's a few of them. And of course it does say you can use Easily. Easily is great. You can also use Google Drawings. I believe this person just used Google Slides. But you can see the achievements listed there, a little description of them, and a picture. Okay? Here's another example of the 4 achievements of Print Shotoku. I think this one probably used Google Drawings because it's a little bit easier to get like the backgrounds and the charts in Google Drawings. I would strongly recommend trying that out if you haven't used that yet for a slide. There's an example there as well. Okay? So again, we're doing 4 achievements. Read your specific directions, especially you bold people are slightly different. Do I have any questions? Good. We did say that today was the due date for the first 2 sections, the glossary and the geography and culture pages. We're going to extend that until Monday if needed. If you have them completed, we will grade them today in class. We'll be coming around asking you if you're ready. So just have your requirements page out and we will write your score there. Okay? Alright guys, the rest of the class period is yours. I would like to see Print Shotoku done before we have any music. Once you get Print Shotoku done, you may listen to music.
I know screenshotting definitely works. There's a few methods that different people use, and my just trying to expand this to get it or like do you have a pen?
I have this.
That may not show up very well on your green page here. So here, instead of 4 achievements, we're going to do 3 achievements, okay? So out of these three that we underlined, are there three that you're most comfortable with?
Calendar system, the article.
Okay, a constitution? Yeah. And what about the third one? So there's the rank system, the embassy, which I think you did for your vocabulary words, so that might be a good one.
I'll do the embassy.
You got it. All right, so those three are the ones I want you to focus on.
I'm on camera.
When did you do it? At home?
You didn't do this one
All right, let's make sure it's the right information then, so it's not this stuff, 'cause we just got this information. We got. Okay.
Are you doing it on paper?
This is like the whole picture.
Shinto? And then what about, you said you had Prince Shotoku already? So, I think you just have maybe the definition. So on this one, we're describing the achievements of Prince Shotoku. This will be on slide 7, your next blank one. So slide 7 will be the achievements. Those are what we underlined here. So there's 5 of them that we underlined. We focus on describing and putting 3 on one slide. Okay? Alright, if you can hear me, please clap once. Perfect. Just about time to wrap up, but before you start shuffling papers, guys, I want to make sure we know. Monday is the day that I will grade everybody's. If I didn't get to yours today, it will be graded Monday. So please take home anything you need over the weekend to do that. I've been posting the pages from our textbook onto Google Classroom on our daily updates, so you have access to those at home. I will post some examples as well if you want to look at other people's. So please get that done for Monday. It is the glossary and your geography pages, whether you're digital or paper, due on Monday. Okay? Please make sure your requirements page, make it to the beginning of your binder in the 3 rings. Right behind your requirements page, you can put your Prince Shotoku page. Once you have both of those in the rings of your binder, you guys may pack up. Oh.